The GameSir Marsback, the Bluetooth controller designed to turn your mobile device into a mini arcade console. GameSir's been making decent quality accessories and controllers for smartphones for quite some time, but this seems like their most ambitious product to date. GameSir sent over this unit for me to try out, so let's dive right in and take a closer look at this thing. Comes in pretty basic packaging. It's got a picture of the device right on the front of the box right there. Flipping it over to its side, you got a list of features. It's a retro console design, portable pocket size, I don't know about pocket size, abundant retro games, Bluetooth connectivity, and it supports Android and iOS. A lot of these things claim to support iOS, but I've been told that this one legit does. And over on the back, it shows that you can use it in a vertical or horizontal orientation. Opening up the box, we have a set of instructions. Pretty simple to follow. They got 2 QR codes right there. And then we have the Marsback itself. Neat little box design. The Marsback has 4 face buttons, a start select button, as well as an analog stick. Now right from the start, I can honestly say I did not like the feel of the analog stick. The buttons felt solid, but the analog stick felt a bit flimsy. It's got this little piece in the back to keep your phone in place while you're gaming. And then on the bottom, you got your on-off switch. And this thing runs off of 2 AA batteries. So I didn't waste any time, I fired up some emulators. Here I am playing Tekken 6 using a PSP emulator. And initially I tried to play it like on the tabletop using my fingertips, but it was really uncomfortable. So I decided the best way to play this thing was to kind of hold it in your hand, like a handheld device or a controller. I was more or less able to perform the combos that I'm accustomed to doing, and the Marsback seemed to work just fine. Here I am playing Guilty Gear and my hands were cramping like crazy. I don't think this thing was designed for more fast-paced fighting games. I think it was more built for arcade classic type titles. I'm playing some Lego Indiana Jones because why the hell not? And it worked just fine for this game. Playing some Metal Slug, I really got the sense that this was the type of game that this device was made for. Either a run and gun or classic arcade type. And it worked really well with it. Using a PlayStation 1 emulator, I'm playing one of the most underrated games of all time, Wu-Tang Shaolin style, and similar to Tekken, I had no issues with this controller, it ran really good. Here I am emulating SNES, playing Zombies Ate My Neighbors, another game that the Marsback worked really well with. And although it's not the most ideal controller setup for Doom, it actually works. But at this point, the fatigue was starting to set in with my hands. The Marsback's box design honestly really is not the most comfortable. And as advertised, iOS users are not left out. Using the Marsback in conjunction with the Happy Chick app, iPhone users have access to a ton of games. A variety of games from a variety of different consoles, all available to iOS users. So the GameSir Marsback. Honestly, I feel it's an ambitiously neat little device, but it's definitely not without its flaws. For starters, the analog stick. While playing more fast-paced games such as 2D fighters, the thing is really not usable. I understand it wasn't designed for games like that, but it's nice to have all bases covered so you have that option available. And secondly, its design. That whole cube design can be really uncomfortable at times and cause your hands to cramp up. I feel like this wouldn't be an issue had they had gone with an outward lip type design, very similar to the retro arcade that's out there. If you're looking for a neat way to play some arcade classics on your mobile device, the Marsback is definitely worth a look. But if you're looking to emulate anything past the 16-bit consoles, this might not be the controller option that you're looking for. Until next time, this is Ness, signing out.